Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
On second down, Elliott once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. They juked him and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 43 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. On first down, Hurts. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brewer. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a monster in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On second down, here's the option. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Up the middle they go. It's Brewer. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Brewer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
For the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Right back to Tolbert. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Left side to Lamb. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The extra point up and good by Garibay, and it's now 21-7. Four seconds, all that remain here in this 1st half as the kick gets away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. The Ravens trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielding just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Philly. 61 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands. 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a 40-yard touchdown run. Touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 5. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's Hurts to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. To throw again on second down. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. It's Brewer. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Hurts and the Eagles now. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 20 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more